How would you like to gather your family around the table and laugh and make some wonderful memories? Well, you can. Just grab yourself a couple of board games, card games, and sit down and play. It is a greater alternative than having your house filled with people and everybody on their own device doing nothing. Hi, I'm Kari. I love to share hints and tips about raising creative, healthy, happy kids and families. Today, I'm going to share some games. We love games so much that we created the February Game Challenge. Years ago, we decided that we wanted to turn off the TV, turn off the devices, and we thought, let's see if we can do this digital challenge for a month. So we decided the shortest month is February. Perfect, let's do it. So we decided in February, take every game we had and see if we could play it. So I had the kids make a list. Here's the list, here's the list. We wrote down every game we had. We dug them out of closets, under beds, on top of bookshelves, and we wrote them down. And we started keeping track. Well, we loved playing games, and we were doing really well. You know, we played Monopoly and Life and Sorry, and then we started getting into our card games. And by February 20th, I looked at our chart and we were not anywhere near getting done. And so we started playing games, 3 or 4 games a day just to finish. We were calling our friends and having game parties and game nights. We were going over to friends' houses and taking stacks of games to sit down and play because we were really trying to get through the whole month with all our games. Finally, we were playing games at lunch, and it was like we're playing one round. We'd play Uno, done. Move on, get out face 10, 1 round, move it on, get out the shark game. Anyway, we just kept flying through our games. In the 15 years that we did this, we never made it through all of our games. That's how many games we have. So today I am going to not only introduce you to the February Game Challenge, and then I'm going to tell you about a whole bunch of different games. Another thing that I shared on another video is this is a pool noodle I cut up. So if you have little kids and you've got card games, they can't hold, you think about it, they're playing Uno, they can't hold 7 cards for little tiny hands. Take a pool noodle, cut it up, cut a slit in the top, and then put your cards in there. That holds everything. And if you cut the bottom, it'll sit flat. So then they don't even have to hold it. So buy a noodle and you can make, 100 of these things for $1.25 at the Dollar Tree. Games. One of the best things about being a homeschooler is you get to make up your own holidays. We homeschooled for 18 years, and this is one of our favorite holidays that we created, and we hope that it will be one of yours too. I also created these documents. You can download them down in the thing below. You can just click on it, and that way you can be ready for the February Game Challenge. Okay, let's talk some games. This one right here, Aggravation. You probably played this as a kid, and it's very similar to the game Sorry or Parcheesi. But one thing we love about all of those games is playing a game like this puts everybody on the same level. It doesn't matter if you're young or old. It's really a game of chance. There is some strategic moves you can make, but for the most part, it's just a fun one to play. And there's nothing better than knocking your older sibling off and sending him home. And that includes kids love to do that to their parents. They love to knock them off, and it's probably the only time they won't get in trouble for knocking you off and sending you home. This is Aggravation for 2 to 6 players, ages 6 and older, and it takes about 20 to 30 minutes to play. Be the first to move 4 of your marbles around the board from base to home, and you will win. This hilarious game is called Shark Bite, and you set it up like this with the shark's mouth open, and then inside are little fish, and you have little fishing poles, and you're going to pull these one at a time. Oh, and if you pull the wrong one, he bites. This one's really fun. Gives me a heart attack, but the kids love it.
Don't make it bite you.
Okay, remember how in my other video I talked about Sleeping Queens? Sleeping Queens 2 has come out. This is a great second edition for all those games. We started playing them as card games called Sleeping Queens. Well, the queens now have to rescue the kings. The kings are in trouble. You kings from a parade of perilous predicaments. Find a magical companion to aid your quest, but watch out for wild gnomes, sleeping willows, and the ever-sneaky switch witch. Save the most kings and crown yourself the royal hero. Codenames. We love this game. This is one where you really have to be thinking what your partner's thinking. For 2 to 8 players, ages 14 and above, and takes about 15 minutes. The 2 rival spy masters know the secret identity of 25 agents. Their teammates know the agents only by their code names. The teams compete to see who can make contact with all their agents first. Spy masters give one-word clues that can point to multiple words on the board. The teammates try to guess words of the right color while avoiding those that belong to the opposing team. And everyone wants to avoid the assassin. The Bears and the Bees. This is a cute, cute game by Grandpa Beck. He has a whole collection of games. 2 to 5 players from ages 7 to 99, and you can play in 20 to 40 minutes. In the Bears and Bees game, your goal is to go out first by placing all the cards in your hand by connecting them to the hive you'll be building together. This is Slamwich. This is a great card game, especially for young kids. I love this game because it's fun. The decorations are cute, and it's small enough to slip in your purse or your backpack. This game is called Pictureka, and we love this one. We play it every single year at game camp, and it's just a simple, easy, young and old can play. You'll love it.
Son of.
Silver and gold. So this is a really cute game. I just got it and we like it really a lot already. We have played it a number of times and it's just a clever, very clever game. This is for 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and older, and takes about 20 minutes. Cards are flipped over and shapes must be marked on the card. This one is magnetic chess, and it has nothing to do with chess. It does have these great magnets, and you're playing against 1 or more opponents, and you each take turns placing these magnets. But anytime you place a magnet and it connects, you have to take any and all that connect. Now, be cautioned, these are magnets, so do not put them near your phone, your computer. Do not put them anywhere near electronics because they will erase whatever you have. called Zeus on the Loose, and we love playing this one. Don't tell your kids, but it's really good for math. For 2 to 5 players, ages 8 and above, and takes about 15 minutes to play. Play cards strategically, adding numbers as you climb Mount Olympus. Grab Zeus when the total reaches a multiple of 10. Better yet, summon the strength of Apollo, Poseidon, or all-powerful Hera to bring Zeus within your grasp. Reach the top of Mount Olympus with Zeus in your hand, and you are immortal among gods. This is called Teeter Tower. This is for 1 to 4 players, ages 8 and older, and takes about 20 minutes. Work as a team to build a tower made of dice and tiles. Take turns rolling the dice and stacking the tiles one by one on top of each other. Collaborate with your teammates and plan carefully, as your moves may be limited by the color of dice and the numbers that you've rolled. If you can place all the tiles and the capstone before the tower topples or you run out of dice, you win. Here's one we love, Dr. Eureka. So if you have a budding scientist in your house, this is a fun game that everybody likes to play. It is for 1 to 4 players, ages 8 and older, and takes about 15 minutes. Each player takes on the role of one of Dr. Eureka's apprentices scientists and races to be the first to realize the correct combination of plastic balls in the order shown on the current challenge card. In order to achieve this, players must transfer the balls from one tube to another without touching their hands or letting them fall from the tubes. The first player to 5 points wins the game. That's it for our game review. I challenge you to the February game challenge and hope that you can make it through all of your games and gather your family to make memories and happy times.